Hi guys, Dazzie here with another comic book haul. This time it's episode 56. 15 books to show you guys. Some pretty cool ones amongst them. Some very low grade grails again. But I'm enjoying picking up major keys for cheap. And at the end of the day I've got the story to read. So let's have a look what I've picked up. First up, my LCS had a copy of Punchline 4. I'm a bit sad about it because I've got 3 copies now. But this book goes around about the £8 to £9 range on eBay currently. So this one will be put into a prize package at some point. Punchline 4 from Antarctic Press. I don't pre-order too much these days on Forbidden Planet because they usually turn up in the worst of conditions. But I did manage to get 2 orders late on the Tuesday night, and they arrived quite quickly and in good nick for once. How can I ever say no to my favourite man? This is Martian Manhunter. This is issue 3 from, of course, Joshua Middleton. That's a stunning cover, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. I've just seen a picture from Martian Manhunter 4 as well. So be on the lookout for that one, guys. I believe there's a new character turning up in issue 5, so look out for that one. So that came from Forbidden Planet, and so did this one. And this book is hot as well because this is a £12 to £15 book online. This is from Mad Cave, Independent, Honor and Curse, issue 1. Heard good things about this. Basically, it's about a young shinobi seemingly has a bright future despite a difficult past. That is until the Tengu returns to twist him into an unstoppable force of nature, incapable of remorse. Looking forward to reading that one from Mad Cave. Of course, they've got Knights of the Golden Sun out at the moment, I believe. That's on fire. I think this one might be living a little bit off of that glory of Knights of Golden Sun, but it's in demand, that's for sure. Going for some coin online. So I made a trip to my LCS, not expecting too much. Like I say, I pick up very, very few new books these days. But this storyline is on fire. And when I see a book that's in a decent grade, I'm going to grab it. This is Immortal Hulk, issue number 6. Another stunning Alex Ross cover there. This is where Banner realizes more than Gamma was absorbed when he took it from Sasquatch. A government program called Shadow Base is experimenting on Del Fry, the son of Dr. Fry, in this issue. Paid cover price for that. Pick this one up as well. There's a bit of buzz about this one on the forums. And this was on the Key Collectors comic app, Jim's Comics Key of the Week. So there you go. Shout out for Jim. This is Venom, issue 11. And this is where the true identity is revealed of Venom's brother. And if I'm not mistaken, is it not that Dylan Brock is actually Eddie's son? Could be wrong. But I've only had a quick glance through the pages. But this Venom storyline is getting a bit of renewed interest due to Dylan Brock, who made his first cameo in issue 7 that I have. It's a nice Rain Stegman cover there. Had a look through their back issues in my LCS. Surprised to find a couple of these. First up we have Batman, the Red Death, but this is the 4th printing, so nothing to get too much excited about. But if I can find the other 3 printings, obviously Red Death is a character that is supposedly going to be appearing on the Flash TV show. So look out for the Red Death appearing. Of course, this is the Jason Fabok 4th printing variant cover. Talking of the Arrowverse, that's some really sad news, haven't we? Arrow, the show that started it all for me, has announced it is finishing after next season. And they're only having 10 episodes next season, which I'm very sad about. Stephen Amell has announced it. So in my LCS, again, I found this one. This one I talked about in my 1 week later comic book recaps, and because if I find that I'm not buying books so much that the day they come out now. I'm waiting to see if I can find them once I find out if they've still kept their value. And this one is still a £12 to £15 book. This is High Level, issue 1. And this is a stunning Francesco Mattina variant cover for issue 1. This is the copy that is going for some coin. Basically, 100 years after the collapse of society, a smuggler is forced to deliver a child messiah to the mythical city of High Level, from which there is no return. Looking forward to reading that one. That's a gorgeous cover, isn't it? That's one of the better ones I've seen for a while. I know he gets a lot of flack for copying, but he still delivers for me, Mattina. Happy to find a second copy of this. I picked up this the day it came out, but I think this might be a slight upgrade on my copy. What did I pay for it? £3.50 still for cover. This book is blowing up. This is, supposedly character in this book is got a massive future in the DC, and you will not find this book now for less than £15 to £20 on eBay. This is Naomi, issue 1, the regular cover. This is the cover that is going for some coin, guys. This is the premiere issue of an ongoing series by Brian Michael Bendis, introducing Naomi, a seemingly normal girl who has a connection to the DC multiverse. And this is part of the DC Wonder Comics imprint, led by Brian Michael Bendis and directed towards younger readers. Nice Jamal Campbell cover there. Look out for this one, guys. This is a lot of buzz on the forums. This character is going to be a big player, Naomi. I have a massive run of Avengers No Surrender. Like I say, mostly they're all signed as well by Al Ewing. I think he signed 28 books, I've said it before, that day. And we spoke in great depths about the Immortal Hulk. So I managed to find this book, because this book is again a £12 to £15, even reaching as high as £20 book on eBay. It says Avengers No Surrender, 682, the second printing. Now, some people are trying to push this as the first cover appearance of the Immortal Hulk. Now, 682, I think he gets his first mention. But this second printing came out a couple of weeks after 684. I think 684 is his first full appearance, which I own, with the big face on the front cover. But this is getting some buzz. And it was one of the few second printings I didn't have for that No Surrender run. So happy to get that. This is the Sean Inzakes second printing variant cover. Happy to find that for £3. Back to my sole purchase for this week in my LCS. And that was, of course, the book I was looking for. Immortal Hulk, issue 14. Lovely cover. I think this is possibly my favourite of all the Alex Ross covers on this fantastic storyline. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Betty Ross might be turning back into the Red She-Hulk. So this book is getting a lot of heat on the forums at the moment. This book could well go like the rest of them. I mean, going on Comic Book Realm, the entire Immortal Hulk run is rising in value. So if you can find them for cheap, now that I've got quite a few of them, but there's an issue 8 in my LCS, and it is got some real bad spine ticks. I don't know whether to grab that because it's one of the ones I am missing from my run. But yeah, some of the Red She-Hulk books are now getting some heat due to the fact of this book. You know, it's the Hulk run. Is it from like 2008? Could be mistaken, but it's the run where issue 1 was the first Red Hulk. Well, Red She-Hulk appears, I think, in issues 14 to 16, somewhere around there. I've got a few of those. So look out for the Red She-Hulk books going up as well. Now, on to my final 5 books, and these were some grails, some low-grade ones, but also a hot comic book alert. And this was my latest hot comic book alert, or one of my latest anyway. This is Doom Patrol, issue 31. Some more Doom Patrol, yeah. Like I say, I'm a massive fan of Doom Patrol. That appearance of them in the Titans TV show really got home to me. So I am now trying to complete this Grant Morrison Doom Patrol run. I've got several issues now. So I've actually got a long box just for Doom Patrol now. But this is the reason I picked up issue 31 for £3. This is the first appearance of Willoughby Kipling. Willoughby Kipling. And he is going to be appearing in Doom Patrol, the TV show. Yeah. He is like a magician. Now, Willoughby Kipling is a character that was originally going to be John Constantine. But they stuck with the name Willoughby Kipling. And he is a magician. He is often drunk and getting into fights and things. He is to be played by one of the actors who, Mark Sheppard, I think, he was in Supernatural. So look out for that. And check out my Hot Comic Book Alert on that. It's interesting info. And it's also that in this book, The Cult of the Unwritten Book, Worshippers of the Decreator, sometimes called the Shadow of God. So I think they appear in it. And these books are now on the Key Collector up. So we're going to finish with some Silver Age. And first up, we've got a coverless book. Yeah, not often I pick up coverless books, but if they are mega keys and I can find them for cheap, I'm going to grab them, because at the end of the day, the storyline is there. And what did I pay? It was £4.99 plus £1.99 for shipping, so £6.98. And I've read the story, and it is a fantastic story from 1962. My favourite series of DC Comics is Showcase, and this is issue 37. Issue 37. Yeah, coverless book, but it is the first appearance, guys, of the Metal Man. Yeah, there's a bit of ink on the front cover, but it's complete. It's on his staples, as Dad says, and it's the first appearance of, obviously, the Metal Man and its members. Iron, gold, lead, mercury, platinum and tin. And it's also the first appearance of Dr. William Doc Magnus. So, yeah, not often you can pick up a Mega Grail for under 10 quid. On Comic Book Realm, that's a $2,200 book. Obviously a cover would help. But I see on eBay they sell covers sometimes. So, if I can grab a cover, stick on it, all good, isn't it? Next book up as well is another low-grade Grail. It started, I think, with the bidding around about 99p or £2, something like that. And it got as high, it didn't get very high. I paid with shipping £11.45 for this. Half of the back cover is missing. It is detached, but it's all complete, and it's a fantastic storyline again. So, another DC Comics Grail book. We've got Detective Comics issue 400. Yeah! The first appearance of Man-Bat. Man-Bat, as you can see. We got this stuff here. But besides that, the front presents nicely, I think. Like I say, half the back cover is missing. But this, like I say, the first appearance and origin of Man-Bat was Robert Kirkland Langstrom. It's also got a first Batgirl and Robin team-up story in this book. And obviously it's an anniversary issue being 400. So it's not often. This last week or so, I've picked up low-grade grails of the first appearance and origin of the Metal Man, first appearance and origin of Man-Bat, and the first appearance and origin of Mira. So you can't go wrong, really. Like I say, one day I'll upgrade probably, but for now it's a nice placeholder. But it's not just low grade books I pick up. Well, this is mid to low grade, but I finished with a nice one. And I spent a bit, not too bad actually. 2 books to go, and the first of these is another DC Comics book, and it is my first Silver Age book of my favourite team now, the Doom Patrol. Yeah! This was a funny story, this one. I picked this book off a seller, actually. He lives not too far from me, Bristol. This was on eBay. And I purchased the book. Now, I think he was asking for £12 for this. I paid with shipping. I offered 10. He took it plus shipping, £1.40. So £11.40 for this book. And I waited and waited, and I didn't think it had arrived. So I emailed him back, and I said, I think his name's Aviator or something like that. And he was the nicest guy on eBay. And he said, well, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I sent it. I've got the recorded and everything, the number and everything. And I said, I'm sorry, mate, it's just not arrived. He said, okay, mate, I'll refund you. So he refunded me, and I thanked him very much. And then I came in there one day, and I found it next to the settee. Now, I can't remember bringing it in, I swear to God. So whether the wife brought it in from the post and put it down by the settee, I don't know. Anyway, I contacted him back. He relisted it. I paid for it. Delighted about that. But in the meantime, through his kindness, he said, well, I'm going to send you a book to make up for that for free. I thanked him. Well, I'm going to give him 10 quid for it, because it is more than worth that when it arrives. And it is another very key issue. So massive thanks to him. I'm not going to divulge that. That'll be in my next tour. But the reason I picked this one up, this is obviously some Silver Age Doom Patrol. But this is issue 91. Sorry, issue 91. And this is the first appearance of this character, Mento. The first appearance of Mento, who is Steve Dayton. And our Mento is going to be appearing in the Doom Patrol TV show. Yeah. This book presents pretty well. It was a good read. It's also the first appearance of Garguax, who is a big alien. This is Garguax over here in the green face. But if I can show you it presents pretty well. I would put it perhaps in the 3 to 4 grade. Now, like I say, it presents pretty well, but the centerfold is missing. It is detached on one of the bottom staples, so that is why it could be. Without that, it could be a 5, I think. But because of that, maybe a 2.5, 3, 4 on a good day. But happy to add Mento to the collection. And my final book is a book I actually paid for, and it is nice. It is sweet. Is a book that I have wanted for some time. It was a character I first recognised from the Batman Brave and the Bold cartoon, and again a series, my favourite series in comics. What else can I say? I passed on a much worse copy than this for 40 in a shop in Bristol once, and I was going to buy it then. But I held out. They were bidding on this one. I did my last, my 5-second rule, and I managed to grab it right at the death. With postage and packaging, I paid £30.48 for this, and I'm delighted with the look of it. This is issue 73 of Showcase. Yes! The first appearance of the Creeper, Jack Ryder. That is a sweet, sweet looking book, guys. Like I say, he had it as a very fine, a fine plus to very fine minus. I would kind of agree with that. There is a slight nick just here, which you can barely notice, but it's just tiniest little tear just on that cover there. But it's barely noticeable. But look at the corners, are sharp. There's a couple of spine ticks, but they're barely noticeable. This could be a 7. And the grade I've graded it a 6.5. I can it's a £70 book. So delighted, absolutely delighted to add that to my PC. That's my books, guys, this week. As I stand, I sit with 642 subscribers, which is mind-blowing. This is my week's sponsors. Green Arrow, because I'm just devastated that Stephen Amell has announced the end of Arrow. And of course, one of the villains from Arrow, Clock King. I've got his first appearance in World's Finest Comics. So that's it. That's Daz over and out. If you like what you see, please subscribe, like, share, all that jazz. Don't forget to leave some comments. I love replying. Bye for now.